Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of the way and to another edition of NXT 2.0. Oh no, it's not NXT 2.0 out of 10, it's just NXT Out of 10. But anyway, it is a big episode of NXT this week because we've got loads of main roster involvements. I think it's kind of because AEW is also on a Tuesday this week. So yeah, they wanted to start this show to get as many viewers as we can. And we started straight off with a main roster person involved in the match, Rhea Ripley taking on Roxanne Perez, obviously set up on Raw. Anyway, Rhea sent Roxanne out of the ring early, but Perez came back and got some strikes, and Ripley had some big moves, but was sent outside before Roxanne came with a big dive to the outside. Perez got a near fall for Hurricane Rana after blocking the riptide, but Roxanne was about to hit the pot rocks, but a distraction from Dom allowed Ripley to dodge it and hit the riptide before picking up the victory. Yeah, kind of a predictable finish. I mean, like, I would have liked to see this go a bit longer, but you know, Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, but anyway, 7 out of 10. Great to see Rhea Ripley back in the ring. Would like to see it a bit longer, but you know, a good way to get Roxanne out with a loss, I suppose. But anyway, the OC were backstage with Cameron Grimes and hyped up their match against Gacy and the Dyer before Grayson Moore was backstage when Chucky from the TV show about the Murderous Dolls showed up on screen and told him he would have a spin deal, make the deal match at Halloween Havoc before he got Stax versus Shinsuke Nakamura. First time we see him in a while, and definitely returning to NXT. Tony D was out on X with Stax and revealed the secret opponent for him was Nakamura. He had the early advantage, grabbed Stax before getting some big kicks in and knee strikes. Stax then got a takedown of his own and got an elbow drop, but went down with a drop kick to the face. Nakamura then got some big kicks and the head before getting sunset bomb on the ropes. Nakamura got an armbar locked in before breaking the hold and landing the Kinshasa for the victory. Yeah, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10 just because it was really good to see Shinsuke back in the ring. Didn't necessarily expect it, but yeah, nice surprise. Won't affect Stax, I mean, like, yeah, he can get it for a loss, you feel. But anyway, it's time for Alba Fire versus Sonya Deville. Fire got control of the match early on, got some big moves, taking Sonya down to the mat. Sonya then took some kicks to the face, but managed to kick out the pin attempt. Fire hit face buster and more kicks as the match went on, before Jay Main out to the ring to distract Fire, but almost hit the glory bomb. Gigi then ran in the ring as well and accidentally kicked by Sonya. Fire took advantage of the distraction, rolled Deville up for the win. Mandy Rose came out of the match when Sonya and Toxic beat Fire down in the ring. Fire somehow managed to fight out of it, and Peter Pace brought back to Rose throat as NXT moved on. Good to see Mandy Rose back after everything that's happened to her recently. But yeah, to be honest, on the whole, this gets a 6 out of 10 from me. The match was fine, but yeah, I just still bringing Sonya Deville in this match to lose straight away. Good for Alba Fire to get the win, but yeah, it just kind of felt funniest from Sonya's POV. But anyway, it's time for Carmelo Hayes and Trick versus Wesley and Ore Mensah. Lee and Trick kicked off the match and Melo was tagged in early. Mensah tagged in as well and hit a drop kick on Melo before he made the tag back to Trick. Lee was back in and Trick used the backles in the corners to take him out. Mensah and Trick were brawling outside when Melo got in the ring and hit a face buster on. As the match went on, Melo hit the jumping leg drop off the top rope for the win. Trick and Melo attacked Oro after the duo sent Trick out of the ring, but Melo hit a hope on Guerrero to take them out. Von Wagner showed up and took out Melo with a big boot before Fraser hit Wagner with a crossbody off the top. And yeah, overall this gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I mean, like, I thought it was okay. But yeah, I mean, like, there was a bit more. I think there could have been a bit more to it. To be honest, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams getting wins is always probably where it's going to go. But yeah, in terms of build up for the American title match, do it get me more hyped? I would say probably not, to be honest. Skiz and then took on Cameron Grimes and the OC. Grimes and Reed kicked off the match and Fowler was tagged in early and took control. OC then caught Fowler in a corner and beat him down before Dyer went outside to consult with Gacy. Back in the ring, Reed and Anderson were legal, but a brawl broke out between Grimes and the OC and cleared the ring, and we headed for a break. Gacy was in the ring when we came back to NXT and isolated Grimes. The Dyer went for a big move, but Grimes landed the cave and allowed the OC to hit the Magic Killer on Reed for the victory. Yeah, to be honest, this gets a 5 out of 10 from me. To me, it didn't do much for an already Gacy Grimes feud, which I'm not hugely feeling. You see, kind of just a bit of a weird fit, and you know, it was impossible. It was always going to harm the losers in this instance with the OC returning so soon. So yeah, to be honest, it kind of has to get a 5 out of 10 from me. Not too good. Anyway though, Veer Mahan and Sangha forms an alliance after the latter agreed to listen to Veer. We then saw the women's tag champions Kaden and Katana signing the match contract with Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark before Julius Creed and Damon Kemp were on a backstage split screen interview and they were calling each other names. They promised to beat each other down in the ambulance map as NXT moved on, and Shotzi was out next, and since she was busy hosting Halloween Havoc once more. Zhang Quinn walked out and declared himself as co-host. Quincy Elliott was out next and wants to be the co-host. Shotzi proposed they have a match, and the winner gets to go co-host. Quincy sent Zion outside early on before the match even began, and we headed for a break. Back on NXT, the match was, as the commentators discussed, what they was dressed up as Halloween. Quincy got a big splash in the ring and went up for the top rope and picked up the quick win. 5 out of 10. I mean, like, at this point it was really a joke feud. Will it have any influence on the show? I very much doubt it. So yeah, kind of has to get a 5 out of 10 from me. Not good. Chase U, Chucky showed up and Bodie yelled at the Doll on the screen for interrupting Andre. We then got some sense of threats from the creepy Doll before NXT moved on. Pretty Deadly were backstage and signed tag title match contracts with Idris and Malik before it's time for Cora Jade versus Raquel Rodriguez. Jade took a beating early on and was sent outside and into the announcer's vest. Back in the ring, Cora unloaded on Raquel but went down with a big forearm. Jade tried to get Raquel with a pipe that she carries around, but Raquel took it away and beat her up, earning a DQ. Roxanne came out from the ramp and beat Jade down for good measure before NXT continued. This gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I mean, like, probably wasn't as good as the earlier match, but you know, a DQ to get them both out of it, to be honest. Kind of the way I suspect it might go, but still, a bit underwhelming, I have to say. But anyway, Kevin Owens was out next to host a KO show after HBK told him to come back with his show. Owens went straight for JD McDonald and calling him creepy and all of that sort of stuff. He then instigated the other two. Dragunov said that he had to mention he heard JD the other day, but he wanted Braun Breaker's championship. He then realised that the champ was only human and therefore beatable. Kevin changed the topic from that fact. No one, including JD McMahon's mum, wanted JD to be champion. JD was being creepy again as he threatened Dragunov and Owens pointed it out. Braun reminded them that they both would never be champions before Ilya called a fight. Owens cleared the ring and allowed the brawl to start as JD watched. Braun speared his security guard, but Ilya took him out with a headbutt before Theory came out, flaunting his money in the bank as NXT went off the air. That was very intriguing, because could it be that Theory cashed in here? I can't see him cashing in on Roman, so this would definitely be an interesting solution. We'll have to see where it goes, because I definitely don't think you can rule it out, but a KO show which is always entertaining, definitely ended with lots of intrigue there. Overall, NXT gets a 6 out of 10 from me this week. A bit of a weird NXT. I thought the first half was really, really good, and then it kind of fell off a bit as the show went on. There were some decent bits. Enjoyed the main event segment as well. So a bit of a mixed NXT. All the main roster involvement definitely, made it a bit more exciting. So good stuff. 6 out of 10. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave lots of comments down below, and follow us on the show for daily wrestling news and subscribe to our channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.